Okay. Disco Elysium. Let's do it. Archie did send me a fun stream layout template for this game that I have not had time to add yet, but there's plenty of Disco Elysium streams remaining, I'm sure. Give Kuno the drugs. I think I need to go to sleep. That's what I'm trying to do. It's late. I have my room. I'm not going to press my luck. Was there money over there, though? No. Maybe we'll give Kuno the drugs tomorrow. See you in the morning. Where the hell's the bed?
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Alternatively, I could go commit crimes now that Kim isn't tagging along. No, I don't want to betray his trust. Rob the car.
Sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close.
I can't play as a bad guy until I've played as a good guy at least once.
And then sleep. And then sleep doesn't come. Obviously,
but I want to sleep.
You're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic
Flip it.
filling has
Hold
separated
side.
into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
I don't know. Check it again.
It's synthetic filling.
Check it one more time.
Synthetic filling.
Maybe the pillow.
It's synthetic.
All right, check the blanket.
Barely covers your toes. Stretch it over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing, a bit tense in the muscles. Relax.
There you go.
Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors.
We're really rolling sleepiness checks to see if I can go to bed. Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better.
I'm gonna die in my sleep, aren't I?
And half-formed
The J.O. option.
your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
No more thoughts.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you.
I probably should have thought about it. I probably should have thought about who killed him.
Images start forming.
But I didn't want to risk not being able to sleep. How did I pay off the bill? Kim had spinner hubcaps in his car that we sold for 200 real. I don't think they want me going in there. Let's go say hi to the body. Oh shit, it's me.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is
what
this?
It says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you.
The White Pines lady after you asked if she wanted to fuck. Oh man, this game is amazing.
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You found Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them.
Really rubbing it in.
You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you.
Knows how to twist the knife. It's hitting soft, like, sore spots I didn't know I had.
You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed.
He's not even talking to me.
Stinky boy.
Oh, good. It's my fucking limbic system. I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
My mind is tired and broken.
Your mind is what now? I can't hear you. The rest is just a word dream. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
Hey, good morning, Ducky. Oh, God, there's another type.
Yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all.
Fuck.
Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
I need that audio. You sing yourself this song daily? Good way to end morning streams. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Good going, buddy.
The hell was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
My stats say otherwise. I have full morale and full health. The hell's going on?
Why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
No, really. I feel super good. No, why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some
withdrawal symptoms.
Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself. Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago. With me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die. Don't be silly.
Wow.
There was no vow. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it. It's that simple.
I'm not gonna go looking for
Are
speed.
you sure? ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days.
They're gonna like hurt my
Basically,
stats,
a
aren't they?
week. Let's be honest. 2
If I don't
weeks,
get some.
maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
I can do without
Suit
it.
yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Orthopedic today. Excalibur in the center of both your knees. Are you actually having knee surgery? Or are you just saying eventually? Yeah, I literally have some right now. Oh, is that a door? Is this like a... It's like a joined room. We have a shared bathroom. And yeah, I guess Kim is sharing it with me, and he's not gonna get any privacy with that door smashed off. At the very least, give you shots in both. Well, good luck. Hope it goes well. Getting a hotel room and you have a shared bathroom, I would leave. Oh man, I don't know why, but that really made me like, not nostalgic isn't the right word, because it's not like it's been forever since I've had a hotel breakfast. But man, I want to go eat breakfast in a hotel lobby now. It's a bowl, there's spit in it. Ew, never mind. I no longer want to go to a hotel breakfast. A person was using the toilet when you walked in. Oh my god. Oh, that's the worst. I still remember when I was young and like in daycare, I went upstairs to use the bathroom, and the I guess daycare operator, it was like her house. There were like 4 kids there or something. It wasn't like a big business or something, but open the door and she's just sitting on the toilet, and I'm like, oh, well, goodbye. I was like 3, and that memory burned into my brain somehow. You can see through them. One of my first impressions. Yeah, one of my earliest memories. All right, let's see what Kim has to say.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle.
Last time you went on a family vacation, you clogged the toilet within the first 10 minutes. Well done. You know, as the man of the house, you gotta be sure to check the plumbing and you know, test the limits. Power dad move, yeah. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. All right. What do you mean rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCA being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's
hell yeah, real men
called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
The Hardy Boys. Come on. Are these the men Gart told us about
I
yesterday?
completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks
You
of it.
too, huh?
Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about.
Oh, 30.
And one big problem to replace it.
Why do we need to talk to him?
Everything points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him. The circumstances in Martinez. My preliminary information, which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
Let's
One more
roll.
thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first.
Power over who?
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Dive out the window. Monica's titties are big. Good for Monica. Go, girl. Hi, I didn't trash the room. Do you like me now?
Can I help you?
I thought he'd be really happy. Go say hi to Aura. Hi, Aura. You gotta spend money to make money. True, Aura. I mean, we may as well talk to them. They're right here.
Over here.
Oh, Elizabeth has something to say. What's up?
Let me handle this.
Says to the crowd in the mess hall.
Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten.
She was so nice to me
advise you
yesterday.
not
She was
to
giving me
overstay your
directions.
welcome.
You're not a gardener. No.
That's right. I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
What a twist.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does. That's Titus. Talk to him.
Hearthstone
But
seemed
know
fun, but
this.
I can't get
I'll
into
be
card
keeping an
games.
eye on you.
I just
No
can't let
strong
myself
arming.
do it.
Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Well, my handcuffs recognize
It
my
doesn't
authority.
matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
You tell her, Kim.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school?
Are you Miss Beaufort?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries
She's not going to tell me.
and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. In the way she stands. In her
Did I check the
face.
kitchen? I did check the kitchen, yeah. They're an addiction. Everything about me says that I could, like, get into a card game. Like, deck building seems like something I should enjoy, but it just, like, I just shut down when I have to do it. You're still playing Slay the Spire? I would like to try Slay the Spire, though. I've had it downloaded for a while and haven't really tried it. What's up, Gergs? Dude, my hands are still sore from holding the Joy-Cons yesterday for like 3 hours.
You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
Easy Leo told me about you.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to
Analysis
question these
paralysis,
men.
yeah.
You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here. Establish that.
Said Mr. Everett sent you to
I
law school?
represent the union and these men here. Don't make this personal.
It's not. I'm
A
just asking
very
questions.
minor victory.
What's your role?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
What if I want to talk to you?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it.
I wasn't going to say
You
it.
will not lose out on anything good by not saying it.
This is where you say your bit.
Snake? Colonel.
He and his men carry themselves like giants. You'll need to prove your mettle to be taken seriously.
Detective,
Precinct 57's finest scans the room.
Finest?
Even
Where?
Speaking to you. He trusts you. Maybe against his better judgment, but he does.
Need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Shanky seems nice.
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
Scan the room. Take my time.
I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
The boys are too eager to please him to keep their mouths shut. You're gonna get a good head count here. Just wait.
6.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy!
Yes, I think we can get to know each other, but first I think you should know that I'm a...
Twaddler. Hey, thank you for 2 years. Thank you very much. Very much appreciate it.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
Just a big old basket of toxic masculinity, huh? Mesk or Ceremerisian?
Yeah. You're not even
Fat
being
Angus.
fucked, Dennis.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture of the actors here. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene. Compare it to these
Right, from
guys.
like, what, 10 days ago? I don't think that's going to tell me much. The man hanged in the backyard.
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a container belt around his neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yeah.
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
All right, game over. We did it.
As he speaks, his fists contract, going through the pulling motion again, savoring it.
We did this together, all of us, until he was
literally-
dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
So you just confessed to murder?
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Why'd you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
That reminds me of going out. I went out to breakfast once with my family. Back in my hometown, there was this breakfast place we used to go to occasionally, and there was a table like a couple spots down from us, and they were talking loud. It was like young, it was like college kids, like 20. And one of the guys was like, "No, you don't understand. Like we used to run this town." I'm like, who the... Never fucking heard of you. You never imagine having that much confidence.
And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese special
Being that
forces.
small-minded, yeah. Also, even if you did, like, ruling La Crosse, Wisconsin is hardly a, you know, it's hardly something you could put on your resume. I think La Crosse elected, like, the youngest mayor in Wisconsin history, who was, just a fucking buffoon. Just a little Nepo baby. His dad ran, like, a trash company in town. He got in trouble for, like, giving them, like, an exclusive contract to, like, city cleanup or something. And, like, there was an investigation. Apparently, he was, like, crying on the stand because he had no fucking idea what he was doing. The Kennedys. It was like Adam Scott in Parks and Recreation. He was the Icetown fiasco.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
Eugene has a gripe with who?
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines.
So you killed somebody on a hunch.
Merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
How do you even know that?
Because one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm RNA's goddamn special forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
All right, keep talking, Eugene.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNA's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did. Right there. Like some kind of animal.
What did he do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
Yeah, it sounded like he should probably be killed then.
There's slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't...
Oh god, this is gonna be like a morally gray thing where I'm gonna have to decide if I even... Great, we're gonna get into deep existential conversations about right and wrong, aren't we?
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Same girl?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Who was it then?
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
Sure.
Titus, do not answer. You have been forthcoming enough.
Fuck off, Carl. She's gone through enough without you harassing her too. She doesn't need more embarrassment.
What are you talking about? Embarrassment. If someone has been sexually assaulted, we need to...
What you need is to get the fuck out of my face. I've had enough of explaining myself to you fucks. He's dead. It's done.
As you can see, these men can only take so much baseless scrutiny. I'm doing my best to keep the situation civil, but
It won't be for long, she means. It's true. She was the only thing holding him back.
How'd you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
You're pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cop school and many more of active service.
Cop school? Probably had max, like, 10 hours.
Certainly enough to not put up with his back sass. Deliver a knockdown observation.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
Probably hard to scream with a belt around your neck, though.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Things aren't quite right.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
Eugene's cracking under the pressure. Fat Angus. Kept him out of the conversation.
a single sentence would wear him out. He can't take the length of the questioning. Keep it going long enough, and he'll crack.
I mean, how did you manage to overpower him? It sounds like he was drunk. Something you're not telling me.
Copper.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Where did it happen?
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
Shanky likes to talk.
Titus lets the others clear out the details, so he doesn't get his hands muddy with explaining too much.
All right, big guy.
No. Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
He's not fat, he's accumulating mass.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of cake.
Hey, buddy. Hi. All right, we'll ask the how did you
With
overpower him?
numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
Oh. Purring? Oh, so cute.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Hey, but you're knocking the mic into my face. Other questions?
Like what, Copper?
When did it
You
occur?
don't have to answer any of his questions.
Well, he keeps answering anyway. Wanna lay down?
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known him?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Known of him then, Glenn. God, settle down.
Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
Come here.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
You can go smell my coffee? Thank you for getting hair all over my controller.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Who called the
Are
shots?
you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys.
I'm sure I can get more handcuffs from Kim's car.
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Titus seems too headstrong.
Who do you fucking think does?
Make him insecure.
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fucking stupid are you?
This asshole is worse than... Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius. That's
Yeah,
why we're
that was the
called
first,
Hardy Boys.
That was the
Ain't
first
that
thing I
right,
said when he said anything.
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
I don't think we're going to confront him. What are you doing, Kitty? What are you looking at? You looking at my Joy-Cons? What are we going to do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility.
Yeah, maybe they're taking the fall for somebody.
I'm going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop. So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals. Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
Bye, Kitty. A heart attack if you step to him? Yeah. This is what I studied law for. Yeah, maybe if we can kind of sow some division between Elizabeth and the rest of them. Any wise words from Aura? Mm-hmm. Before we go. I saw the speed run for this game is like an hour. There must be like a really quick route to solve everything.
This Post Lavatorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mail delivery box. Doing good stuff.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Been
The
there.
mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow. And then suddenly, you see it, over all the other graffitos. Someone has, using the tip of a very sharp knife, cut the words Revachol forever.
All right, let's go back to the harbor now that we can get in there. Lorry driver, have anything important to say?
Looking for something odd?
Nope. Right to work. Man. What's up? Time to tell him to fuck off again. Ah, it's just this guy.
Before you is
Tiso,
the
cut it out,
walls of a
buddy.
man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised.
Oh man,
to
that
see you.
face.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. With a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled. A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone. The one good eye of this man fills you up without even flickering. The other, his lazy eye, is constantly moving like a goldfish in a tank. Grotesquely magnified by his +6 glasses. For a moment, you don't know where to look. It is unbearably humid in the trailer. Beads of sweat slide down the man's forehead. Yet, he's unperturbed, holding his own.
Keep staring.
At first, nothing happens. His face wears a wide and self-satisfied smile. Every now and then, he smacks his big lips.
You.
Like a general over his maps, he plots his moves. Judging by the way he's licking his chops, it's going to be a good one.
So, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi, how nice that you found a moment to pay a visit to the Debardairs Union. I'm Everard Clare, head of this little operation here. Please, have a seat.
The folding chair looks like a torture device. Extremely uncomfortable.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Rather stand.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
We're not
He's
equals.
trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you are a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debardairs Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has
Great.
got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
comically
It should be
huge.
sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Hey, that's 25 real.
25?
That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
I'm good.
Okay, okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
All right, have a good one, Val.
His slug-like lips move,
Slug-like.
but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
I'm trying to decide between 1 and 2. I'm not worried.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me.
Yeah, it's the
Don't
stupid
be.
fucking chair you made me sit in.
Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling
He's got the
everything's
gun.
going to be all right.
Who does this guy think you are? Ronnie the Rookie? You ain't worried about no lost gun, or unpaid bill, or forgotten name. You're the bad cop. You're probably more corrupt than him.
That's my point of
Fuck
pride
you.
here.
Remember when you tried the expression on that little minx in the silver jumpsuit? That was you. Try it on Everett.
All right, since I didn't wink.
The fat man seems to be enjoying your rigor mortis grin. He shoots one just like it right back at you. Good. Now lean in with some corruption.
We both know what makes the wheels of the world
As we
turn.
do, Harry. Let them say what they will about you and me. We're both born fighters.
Nice bit with the chair.
Why, thank you. It's always nice when a fellow professional appreciates your work.
That's it. Now kick back and add a final flourish for dignity.
Visit me down at the station.
You
Yeah.
strike me as a reasonable man, Harry. I like that in a lawman. Let's cut to the chase, shall we? What can Everard Clare do for you?
I think we'd like to ask you a few questions. Don't you think so, Detective?
Questions will show him who's boss.
Told the union is involved in the local drug
What?
trade.
Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
No comment.
Harry, you wound me, Harry, in the heart. But I trust you to put this to bed. Do what you must, and let's change the subject, shall we?
I hate this guy.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's
See you later, Cuppa.
why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Since there's a
But
but.
there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
Does this jiggling ooze think
Jiggling
he's going to
ooze.
use you? He's got another thing coming. Play his game, son, with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up, and when he does, you're going to come out on top.
Why don't you open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
Blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
I mean, I feel like I hardly need this since the guy's already admitted it, but they're also probably lying. Bet you don't even know anything about
my
it.
Dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
I'm torn because like I kind of want to accept it without actually doing it. But I don't want that to lock me into It would at least give me information about what exactly he wants. Sure.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or
Oh, we're
anything.
going in.
I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
You want me to get a dead body down from the tree?
There's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
I was more worried about the value of real estate than any of the people in town.
Jean-Luc, the cop who bested you in physical combat is here, and he has a little dead body in a tree problem. Namely, he needs it to be taken down. Please extend him this courtesy. You can find Luke down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you, now that he's back on his feet.
I don't need to tell him I met Joyce. All right.
Wait, you need this to get in and out through the gate.
Wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
He's got a whole red carpet going into his office. Oh, I've got 2 skill points, almost 3. It's good to know. Okay. Guess we get to go talk to Measurehead again. What's in here? Did we go in here?
This is the Night Watchman's booth.
Should probably talk to Renee too, since he's the Night Watchman. Miso, what are you doing?
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic.
Something I had to do.
Our personal dynamic has changed. A little. He means very little.
Why are you not with the Hardy Boys? I mean, that's obvious. They're all white.
So it was. You bested me in race combat to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, enemy. I will go and remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you.
Oh, exciting.
Both of you. That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Lieutenant?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup. Babe,
Okay.
see that they stay here the whole time.
Played like 5 minutes in the intro and was like, well, that was odd. It is odd. It's unique. But yeah, it's story is certainly interesting. The writing is fantastic.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
For the law.
Ooh, I like men with guns and power.
I couldn't tell.
I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I don't.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Evrot's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
No? Okay. Are you gonna go scratch the couch now? Do I need to kick you out early?
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
It's none of your business.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then, The man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
We did what we had to do.
And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see. I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
But you're all part of the Union.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the Union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Seminoles. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
All right. Would you just go down the damn stairs? Thank you. All right, this guy's pissed at me now. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Think he knocked the whole tree down? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Nope. You doing, Kuno?
Missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonaught. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Well, it's down.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Oh, good. A field autopsy.
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up!
Got it.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Try to remove the boots.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing.
Never mind.
Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
All right, what exactly is a field
officer.
autopsy?
You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
I've forgotten what it is.
Fine. It's a 3-part form to be filled out on the scene by the detectives responsible. One takes notes, the other dictates. The goal is to establish cause of death.
Do we need a scalpel?
A scalpel is not always required. I hope this is one of those cases. Latex gloves are, however.
Do you have another pair?
Unfortunately, no.
Should probably get a pair of gloves.
Let's not go glove hunting, please. Let's use division of labor. I perform the anatomical side, while you take notes.
Got it.
No paperwork, officer. Just fill out the field autopsy form.
He already knows.
Officer, what haven't you lost?
My shoes.
Good. Otherwise, you would only have one shoe now.
All right, buddy.
I can give you my paperwork. There's an autopsy form there. Several, actually, but only if it helps move things along.
All right, let's work off yours for now.
The autopsy form is near the end.
Probably a blast on vacation. Ooh. Let's take a peek at Kim's
You
notes.
find a moment as the lieutenant inspects the dead man's fingernails.
Hey.
Just a few glances. The pages are filled with a bulky freehand that's nearly illegible.
Try to understand.
It's very hard to draw conclusions. All you can make out is that he is in a hurry to solve the case. The tempo of the handwriting says as much, and that there are a lot of notes in there. Most of them are made prior to arriving at the scene, in preparation.
Search for something about me.
Maybe you're imagining it, but there are some remarks in there, and they're not all negative. You're referred to as the 41st by your station number, and...
Oh, this one's probably going to damage my morale.
And the 41st comes off as a moderately competent detective.
Aw. Kim, little sweetheart.
Maybe you are a moderately competent detective.
Hey, Dragon. Yeah, this is Miso. Aren't you? He's getting impatient for breakfast. There he goes.
What?
Field
The
autopsy.
dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
Begin.
That's you.
Raphael Ambrosius Casto. Why are those my only 2 options?
The corpse
We'll leave it for
lies there, indifferent to your retrograde amnesia. The next box says...
Coroner's case number.
KK57. Next.
Write it down.
NA. Next.
Date of
NA.
birth. Age.
Roughly 50.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Race.
Mondial.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex. Oh my god.
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
Right,
Nor
male.
does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Not even tempted to write fucky fucky. Seems like a bad idea.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
This treatment anyway.
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Well, it had a bunch of rocks thrown at him.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed. Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
Wait. Okay, agreed.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbat puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside.
How big a monkey?
Light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, An obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today.
42?
42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
Okay.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination.
Close. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
Write it down.
Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Okay.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Low velocity. Really, really get at Kuno there.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
Well, your max is a little low, Kuno.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent
Bite
with
marks.
predation. Ligature mark.
Folding knife? Cutting into the polyester.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Pet the chain cutters. Good
The
chain
hangman
cutters.
lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully.
Oh, this is going to
with
be
as
like
much
a
precision
dexterity
as you
check.
can.
Thanks for the follow.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's look for a good
The
spot
belt
first.
is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east.
Let's just ignore Kuno.
After some
Oh.
deliberation, you sink the cutters
Wonder how
into
badly
the
you can
knot
fail that.
tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet. revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact.
Welcome
Normal
back, Val.
contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia...
Alright, here's where Kuno's gonna have some comments.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable.
Unremarkable.
No evidence of injury.
Move
Back
on.
is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Bullets have bitten little
Hand,
pieces
thigh,
out
and
of
hip.
him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
Body of a soldier.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars.
Okay.
Last item, hands. Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle. Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Oh, man.
Central
I
nervous
gotta get to work,
system.
man.
I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Master cylinder pants. Shouldn't you be getting to work?
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
Okay. All right, I can't finish the investigation today. We gotta call it, and then we'll continue tomorrow. I gotta get to work. Time to get to work at the shit factory. I gotta get going. But we'll finish up the investigating the body tomorrow. And Hooky and blaming the ice. Yeah, I was thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna work from home or not. I gotta check how the roads are around here, but brought my computer just in case.